All right, today we're looking at surface area, cone, pyramid, cylinder, fun stuff. All right, so here's a cone. This is the formula we're going to use for cone. It's real simple. The surface area is pi r squared plus pi rl. Now pi r squared, this is a circle. And so in a cone, this bottom piece is a circle. So this right here, this tells you the area of the bottom. And then this right here, this tells you that what's called the lateral area, which is the area that goes around the side of it. Okay, so all we have to do is we have to have our radius, and we have to have the radius again, and then the L, and L is what we call slant height. Slant height. That's this dimension right here. See, here's the height of the triangle right there. This is the height. This right here is L. It's the slant height. I've got both those things in this problem, so this is going to be real simple. My surface area is going to be pi times the radius, which is 4 squared, plus pi again, times the radius, which is 4, times the slant height, which is 6. So I just put those in the formula, and then I just punch it in. Remember, pi is 3.14 when we punch this in. So I'm just going to go 3.14 times 4 squared plus 3.14 again times 4 times 6. And there you go, 125.6. And these are inches squared. And there's my surface area. Okay. So here's another one. Okay, let me write it down again. Surface area is pi r squared plus pi rl. Okay, now on this one here, we notice that this dimension, that's the diameter of this circle. Okay, I need to divide that by 2, which would be 0.2. So here's the radius. Okay, and here's my slant height right there. So here's the two things I need. I don't want this. That's the diameter. I need to divide by 2 to get the radius. So my surface area is going to be pi times the radius, which is 0.2 squared, plus pi again times the radius again, but this time times the slant height, which is 1.4. Okay, and so get my calculator and punch it in. 3.14 times 0.2 squared plus 3.14 again times 0.2 times 1.4. And there you have it. It's a 1.0048. That's my surface area. Okay. All right. Here's a cone. Now on this cone, we've got 5 and 4. Now I was thinking of something different. Let me put this. Well, I wanted one with the height right here. Let's just say that this is 3. Let's just mark this out, okay? And say this is 3. This is the height of the triangle. Okay, when you have the height, we need to use this triangle here. See, we've got this right triangle. This is 4, this is 3. We need to figure out what the slant height is, which is this hypotenuse. So we can use the Pythagorean Theorem. 3 squared plus 4 squared equals x squared. If I punch this in here, 3 squared plus 4 squared, look here. 3 squared plus 4 squared, look at that, it's 25. And so if I square root, there you go. X is 5. So this slant height is 5. And so now I can use these two numbers. I can't use the height number. I've got to use the slant height. So here's my two numbers right here. So again, the area, the surface area formula is pi r squared plus pi rl. All right, so on this one, it's going to be pi times the radius is 4 squared plus pi again times the radius of 4, and then the slant height is 5. And I just punch it in. So let's see here, 3.14 times 4 squared plus 3.14 times 4 times 5. And here you go, 113.04. This is my surface area. I didn't put the centimeter squared on there, but That's what it's supposed to do. Now, sometimes you might have it written out in words like this, and you got to figure out what the stuff is. But this is conical, which means it's a cone. This means it's a cone. So it's a conical tent made of canvas, has a base that's 15 feet across, and a slant height of 10. All right, so here's my slant height. I got to have that. To the nearest Kelvin unit, what's the area of the canvas, including the floor? This is the surface area. But now one thing here is it tells me 15 feet across. So if I just like drew a picture of this real quickly, here's my cone, and this is all the way across 15, which is the diameter. So I need to do 15 divided by 2, which is 7.5, and this is my radius. Okay, so I'm going to use 7.5 for the radius. I'm going to use 10 for the slant height. And so here's my surface area formula. My surface area is pi r squared plus pi rl. Okay, so this is going to be pi times the radius, which is 7.5 squared, plus pi times the radius, which is 7.5 again, times the slant height, which it says is 10. And I'll just punch it in. So 3.14 times 7.5 squared plus 3.14 times 7.5 times 10. And there I got 412.125. And this is feet, so this is square feet. 412 square feet. Okay, that's a pretty big tent. All right, now we've got pyramids. Now this is the formula for surface area of a pyramid. 2bl plus b squared. All right, b is the base. So if you look at this pyramid, and of course this says it has a square bottom. Okay, this pyramid right here, here's the base. You see this is 12 and 12. It's a square, so they're the same, but that means b is 12. My base is 12 on this. And then L, again, is the slant height. Here's L right here. That's all I need. I just need the B and the L. So when I use this formula here, my surface area is going to be 2 times B, which is 12, times L, which is 15, plus my base, which is 12, squared. See, the base is a square, so 12 times 12, see, 12 squared is the area of the base. And this right here is going to tell me my lateral area. And so I just punch those in. So let's see here. 2 times 12 times 15 plus 12 squared. And here we go, 504. And these are meters. That's my surface area. Okay. Now, here's one here. Here's my base. See, there's my B right there. My base is 16. And then here's my slant height right here. But see, it doesn't tell us. It tells us the height of the pyramid. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to take this triangle right there. Let me check out this triangle. I'll just draw it over here. This is 12. I need this. Now this little dimension right here, now here you got to do a little figuring. If this is 16 all the way across, this is just halfway. So if I do 16 divided by 2, that makes this part right here 8. Okay, and so I can use the Pythagorean Theorem. 12 squared plus 8 squared equals x squared. Remember now, your hypotenuse has to be the c. So if I do 12 squared plus 8 squared, okay, and then do the square root of that answer. Uh-oh, made a mistake. The square root of that answer. 14.422, I'll just say. Okay. So this is my L. That's my slant height. So now I can take these two numbers and I put in the formula. Here's the formula again. Surface area is 2BL plus B squared. All right, so my surface area is going to be 2 times my B, which is 16, times my L, which is that right there, 14.422, plus my B again, 16 squared. Okay. 2 times 16 times 14.422 plus 16 squared. And here we go, 717.504. And oh, this let's just say it's meters squared. Okay. Here's one. A pyramid is going to be made of glass. It will be 40 meters wide at the base and 32 meters tall. What is the total amount of glass needed to construct the pyramid? Okay, so it's going to be 40 meters wide at the base. So that means this is 40, and that's 40. Okay, and it's going to be 32 meters tall. Now that means 32, that's my height. That's not my slant height. See, I need this right here, the slant height. Okay, so if I just come down to the middle here, see, for my height, this right here is going to be the 32. I've got this triangle right there. This is 32. Here's what I'm wanting to find. Now, what is this right here? Well, look here now. This is going to be half of 40, which makes that 20. I actually drew this to the corner, but really should have came to here like this. There's my triangle right there. Okay, so I'm going to do Pythagorean Theorem. 32 squared plus 20 squared equals x squared. So 32 squared plus 20 squared equals, and now that's what x squared is, so I do the square root of that answer, which is 37.735. Well, change that to 6. Okay. And this is my hypotenuse there, which is my L, my slant height. So there's my two numbers I need. So again, here's the formula. Surface area is going to be 2BL plus B squared. So this is going to be 2 times B, which is 40, times my L there, which is 37.736, plus 40 squared. Okay, so 2 times 40 times 37.736 plus 40 squared, and that's 4618.88, and this is meters. And there you go, there's my surface area. Okay, and the last thing we have is spheres. This is a sphere, which is like a ball. Okay. And the surface area is 4 times pi r squared. So my surface area here, all you need is radius. So that's all you gotta have is radius. It's gonna be 4 times pi times 22 squared. So 4 times 3.14 times 22 squared. And here it is, 6079.04 centimeters squared. That's my surface area. Okay, 4 pi r squared. Next one here, okay, now remember the surface area is 4 pi r squared. All right, now this time we've got this is the diameter, which is 4. Now remember the radius is half that, so if I do 4 divided by 2, there's my radius right there. See, the diameter is double the radius, so I just divide it by 2. So my surface area here is going to be 4 times pi times 2 squared. Okay, 4 times 3.14 times 2 squared, which is 50.24 square meters. There's my surface area. Okay. All right, here's one here. Now look, this is going all the way across, which means that's the diameter. So if I divide that by 2, I get 9. My radius is 9. So the surface area is 4 pi r squared. So this is going to be 4 times pi times 9 squared. Okay. So when I do that, 4 times 3.14 times 9 squared. Uh-oh. There you go, 1017.36. There's my surface area, and this is in meters squared. Okay, one more here. Now look at this, what we got going on here. This is a half of a sphere. So I find the surface area, which is 4 pi r squared. Okay, and that'll tell me the area of the sphere. Okay, now look here. So my radius is 6.6, so 4 times pi times 6.6 squared. Okay, so if I do this now, 4 times 3.14 times 6.6 squared, and I get this right here, 547.1136. Now, this is for the sphere. That's not what I have here. I have half a sphere. So what I need to do is I need to divide this by 2. So if I divide that by 2, I get this right here, 273.5568. Okay, oh, I got it off the screen here a little bit. Now, what that is now, that's just this colored part down here. This is the surface area of this bottom part of the sphere. Now we still have this circle on top, so I need to find the area of that circle. So remember, area of a circle is pi r squared. So for this circle, the white part, I got to do pi times 6.6 squared. All right, so 3.14 times 6.6 squared is 136.7784. Okay, now I got to add them two together. Okay, so all right, 410.3352, and this is in centimeters squared. And there's my answer right there. Okay. Now again, when I find the area of the sphere, that's the whole ball. But see, I've cut this in half, so which means I divide this by 2. But when I find this number right here, see, this number right here is just this colored part down here, just that part of the sphere. And so the top of it would be this circle right here, which I have to find the area of the circle and then add them together. So I hope that makes sense to you. If not, when you get to this type of problem, just contact me and I'll help you. Anyway, that's surface area, cones, pyramids, cylinders. If you need any help, just let me know, okay? Have a good rest of the day.